Welcome back to Bryant Stadium here in beautiful Lakeland, Florida. Alan Slaughterzinski and Caleb Brown with you here for the 8U game, the Mighty Mite division, if you will. The West Tampa Spartans, the organization playing in their second of 5 Super Bowls today, led by head coach Darren Hayward. And they will take on the Davenport Patriots, led by head coach Curtis Bean. Davenport's got, first of all, we're going to tell you right now, their numbers are blended in with their jerseys and have red, white, and blue. So we'll do our best in terms of the numbers go. You can't see them. But their captains are number 1, Noble Francois, number 10, Aiden Threeth, and number 14, Damon McNeil, and number 33, I believe, Cairo Latham, and just one captain for West Tampa. He is number 2, Kingston Balloon. And looks like we have the same referees we have, and here comes West Tampa onto the field, arm and arm.
I love when teams do that, or you see them like in a line 2 and 2, arm in arm. I think it's one of the coolest entrances you can do as a team.
Yep. And the Sun, we believe, will be able to run this game on our app that has the scoreboard on it and all that good stuff. We'll see. We'll certainly start out that way and try as West Tampa makes their way to the field. This is the 8U game, and we'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. All right, welcome back here as we get set to go. This game can be viewed simultaneously on not just Facebook, but we do believe it is streaming on YouTube as well. So we are ready to go here as the kickoff team lines up. Let me get the knocks out here so I can look and tell you who's receiving back deep, and it looks like it's going to be number 18. And I believe 0. They got a 0 and a double 0. Oh, yay. Andrew Moore, and I believe that's Carter Ballinger back deep, if it's 18. And set to kick off here for West Tampa. Back to playing 100-yard fields again, so I don't have to try to compute yardage. Congratulations to the Space Coast Panthers 6U flag team. They are your MFC Super Bowl champions with a thrilling 19-12 win over West Tampa.
There we go.
25-12. I'm sorry. It was 25-12. Maurice Smith with a late touchdown in that one. As we get set to go here, and it looks like kicking off for West Tampa is going to be Messiah Godfrey. I wonder if he's related to the Godfrey from the 6U team. The young man had a good game defensively. Finish the mission. That's the message to the Spartans. Finish the mission.
Finish the mission.
And let's see if we can do that as we get set for the kickoff of the Mighty Mite 8U game here from Bryant Stadium in Lakeland. Glad you could be with us on a beautiful Sunday morning in the Sunshine State. Whistle blows, arm winds, and kicker says, here we go. Tap them pads, guys. And good kick. Fielded, bobbled, picked up, cuts back already. That's a block from the back, and that's coming back. And so that's just great kick coverage. You see all the flags on the field there. The young man simply Yeah, let's just say he turned him around and tackled him. That was a heck of a block to start, though. There's the hold. I was looking at the replay here. So, take your pick on that one. And Davenport will start. Let's see where they mark the ball here. I could just tell he wasn't going to stop.
Yeah.
Young man was facing the other way, and he was running full force, and I thought, here it comes.
It was the unintentional crackback.
So it looks like it'll be 1st and 10. I'm not sure what the hold up here is on the mark off, but it should be marked. Should be at about the 23 is where they should be, because that is exactly where the hold occurred at the 33. So we should be going backwards 10 yards here. (32) Davenport in the red jerseys with the blue pants and the difficult numbers to read. And West Tampa in white with the Spartan yellow, we'll call it. And so that's exactly what it'll be. 1st and 10 from the 22 in Davenport now. They only play 8-minute quarters?
Yes.
That didn't seem like enough time.
For 8U, I believe. And then I believe for 10U, we go back to 10-minute quarters.
Okay.
Trying to remember going through how many different rules in my head.
Well, you do MFCC, Pop Warner, MFC.
Sometimes it's hard to keep all the rules of which leagues go to which.
All right, here we go. And the Patriots, they also have different color helmets.
Oh, that's fun.
Well, it's actually pretty easy because I'll explain in a minute. Quarterback is under center, one back in the backfield. And we're going to get a offsides on play number 1. A lot of times that is a play that you'll see done on purpose just to let the other team know we're here. 1st and 5 for Davenport as West Tampa on the defense first. Quarterback looks like number 1. Gives. And that's just great defense right there. That is a gang of Spartans in there on the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 4 following the penalty. Please back up. Please back up. And the reason is because the camera shakes when it's so close. When you go back and watch it, it'll distort it. So if you back up a little bit. Second and 4. Davenport. Yeah, that was a mix-up, and that's a block in the back, and that is going to be a loss of yards. And right now, Davenport is not getting off the ball very well to start this one. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 5 following a loss of a yard here. Right now, it just seems like everything's taking too long for Davenport. And this defense of the Spartans is certainly capitalizing on that. Quarterback looks to throw. He lofts it up and incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down, and I'm sure we're going to see a punt here based on field position.
And you are correct.
Yep. They don't actually punt, though. So it'll be 40 yards the other way. So it should be 1st and 10 at their own 35 for the Spartans. So 3 and out for that West Tampa Spartan defense. And now we'll see the offense here. The second of 5 Super Bowl appearances today for the program. That's a heck of a job by this program today. All 5 games they're in. Space Coast, not bad either, 4.
I like the way you put it the other day.
Yeah, we were calling it the Space Coast Panther West Tampa Spartan Invitational.
Yeah.
And it looks like a wishbone type of formation. And that's appropriate given that it's Thanksgiving week. And the quarterback, I believe, is Messiah Godfrey. Godfrey turns and hands to the deep back, and he picks up 5 yards with 6 yards without even blinking.
When you run
ball carrier there was number 2, Jacoby. We'll just call him Jacoby D. Go ahead.
When you run that wishbone type offense, you love when you're able to get those 5-6 yard chunk plays right off the bat.
Yeah, that's what it's designed. That's really what it's designed to do, because you as a defense, you got 3 guys you got to focus on. Now it's the quarterback's job. I hate when people say that quarterbacks was a quarterback in a wishbone offense. It's a hard offense to run. And this time it is a keeper by the quarterback who has blocks out front, still on his feet, cuts back near sidelines, and he'll be drilled and tackled out at the 40. But not before he picks up 19 yards. Messiah Godfrey on a first down run. And here come the Spartans, Caleb.
Here they come. And kind of piggyback on your, making sure you make that correct read, especially here, at the early 8U level. That's tough. That's tough on a quarterback.
Yep, 4:27 to play in the first quarter. We've got a timeout for the water break. I want to thank one of our dear sponsors on Brevard Sports Network. That's Top Notch Training. Book an appointment today by calling the number in the information on the bottom of your screen. Now, obviously, it's for our family back on the Space Coast, 321-345-1460, or check them out online at topnotchtraining.com. No score here, just underway live from Bryant Stadium in Lakeland, Florida. Alan Z, Caleb B with you here all day, and hopefully not all night, but
look, this game started a little late because I'll say this: 6U had some flags.
You mean a flag every other play?
I was trying to be nice.
Not me. Here we go. 1st and 10. Ball at the Davenport 41. Messiah Godfrey now with just 1 back in the backfield, as those 2 other running backs have moved up to become sort of H-backs. 1 wide receiver split near side. Godfrey under center. He's going to turn, and we're going to get offsides on Davenport. So it's going to be 1st and 5 for West Tampa.
And I'll give credit back to Davenport there on the first play. How many times have you and I sat up and done high school games where you couldn't get offensive linemen to sit still to go on to? The fact that you get a bunch of
you're right.
8U to do it is mighty impressive.
Take note, 15, 16, 17-year-olders. 1st and 5. And they're going to run. Oh, big hole. And he just rolls over tacklers. And that flag, that official threw that flag with about as much authority as a Roger Clemens fastball. Let's see what the call is, because I completely missed it, as the ball carrier there was number 2, Kingston Balloon, and he just ran everybody over. And that's a face mask on Davenport. That's their 2nd consecutive play with a penalty. This one's going to hurt, because it's going to take it inside the top-notch training red zone. That's a 15-yard variety, and that'll make it 1st and 10 from the 15, Caleb.
Great opportunity here for West Tampa to set the tone here, getting a score on their opening possession.
They need to get to the 5 for a first, but it is first. And Godfrey turns to take a peek at his running back, and he fakes it. Nobody home. One player to beat. That's the cornerback. He beats him. He's outside at the 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, West Tampa! And with 3:48 to go, an outstanding play by Messiah Godfrey, and he gets in, and it's 6-0 Spartans.
And then you know what? I feel bad for the cornerback there. The cornerback kind of got left hung out to dry as his DN came up a little too aggressive. Cornerback tried to hold his ground, but that kind of speed is just hard to bring down, staying home when he's got a 10-yard head start.
Yeah, no, that's a good play by Godfrey. That's a good headsy run there. He only needed one cut, made it. Didn't make it more than what it was supposed to be. And the West Tampa Spartans now will try to convert. First quarter action, 3:48 to go. Straight up the gut, and had he kept running, he would have been in, but he's going to be stopped short. So with 3:48 to play in the first quarter, 6-0 West Tampa. Caleb will update the scoreboard.
Aha.
Be careful, you're running into this too.
Yeah, I was trying to move the tripod.
Yeah. It ain't gonna work either. Well, it is what it is.
I'm trying to avoid it as much as I can.
Yeah, I know.
Press box makers out there, if you do windows, do elongated windows.
Touchdown that time by 15-yard run by quarterback Messiah Godfrey. And they'll eat it. So Godfrey kicks off, too.
What doesn't he do, Alan?
Yeah, well. Goodbye. And so please do not click on any of the links that anybody puts up here. These are free broadcasts today. I don't know why anybody would want to click on a link that asks you for a credit card. The other thing that we'll ask to is we encourage comments. We had 184 of them in our last game, and only one comment I needed to delete. We just ask that you keep it classy. These are kids out here playing. These kids work hard. These coaches work hard. So we want all the comments that we can get, but we simply ask that you just keep them classy. Here we go.
There's a West Tampa parent with a megaphone and
a little rambunctious,
just a little bit.
Maybe an early morning mimosa. 6-0 here.
As long as he's not behind a wheel, I say good on him.
Nah, I just think he's happy. It's a long day for a lot of these folks.
Yeah.
Especially, we want to give a big shout out. I believe the Space Coast Panther organization are the host of this today. So a shout out to them and a shout out to all of the programs, all three of them that have reached this point. Next week, Brevard Sports Network will be in Daytona, inside the stadium that's home of Bethune-Cookman, where we will be broadcasting the MFYC Super Bowl both days.
Someone thinks we're hilarious.
Oh, well, that's not exactly true, but thank you. Sense of humor is always good to have.
Right. Especially when you have a long day of broadcast.
I put it in my dating profile. No, I'm just joking. I don't have one of those. Here we go. Kickoff. And that ball is picked up and will be downed unintentionally, but downed. And here we go. 1st and 10 for Davenport. And what I'd like to see from the Patriots this time, Caleb, is a little more continuity on the offensive side of the ball. I want to see them get the plays off a little bit quicker.
Yeah,
and develop a rhythm here of some sort.
I want to say it definitely seemed like everything was taking, like everything from getting the calls into the quarterback to actually getting them runs seemed a bit longer.
Yeah, no. What a beautiful day. And I have finally found the one benefit of the NFL Sunday Ticket switching to YouTube. Is the fact that we can actually watch NFL games on YouTube over here today as well as we're broadcasting, because if it were still on DirecTV, we couldn't have done it. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. That's a wishbone formation for them. The quarterback got to get the play off. Turns and gives to the deep back. That's a great hole and an even better tackle. The ball carrier that time was Carmelo Dupree, I believe, 13. And that's a flag. And I believe that's going to be a hold against Davenport. And Davenport is shooting themselves in the foot here with penalties. That's their 5th of the game so far. So it'll be 1st and 20 now.
Can't win championships going backwards.
No. I believe the quarterback's number is 13. If that is the case, that's Carmelo Dupree. He's got 3 backs in the backfield there. 14 is the quarterback, so we'll give you his new name here in a minute. No offsides, he got back. That's too much time. I mean, I'm not sure what in the quarterback is Damon McNeil. I'm not exactly sure what the problem is here. He's trying to draw the Spartans off, but it's not working.
No.
Then you got to go back. Before you can start to do that, you've got to develop a rhythm offensively. And I get it's 8U. I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying that's what the goal needs to be here.
In order to get people to jump, you have to prove that you can run the plays.
Right,
first.
yeah, you got to be able to run the plays. Right, that's exactly right. McNeil again. Turns, reverse. He's got room. He's got speed. He's got a 1st down. He could be gone. He's at the 30, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Davenport. 74 yards, but it's coming back.
Oh.
But it's coming back. And that is going to be an illegal procedure on Davenport. The receiver started too early in the motion. Outstanding run taken off the board there. 73-yard run. But he started a tick too early. Coming into motion to take that jet sweep, reverse, whatever you want to call it.
Now, a situation like that is where you got to hold your emotions in check as a player because, you just took it 70-plus yards.
I believe that was number 15 there. No, not 15. Hold on here. Let's 16, it looks like. 16 is Rodney Hobby. What a run there. Now it'll be first and 30. 2:34 to play in the first quarter. And Davenport, I'd put the ball right back in his hands again. That was actually a false start they didn't call either. Yeah, that's going to be I mean, he blocked him right in the back. You see it on your screen there. He's got his arms up in the air, but I don't know what he's frustrated about. The young man was turned around, and he hit him in the back. Right there.
Yep.
I don't understand, that is an obvious block in the back here, and he's upset, but when he goes back and watches this, he's going to see there was no part of the front of that young man that he hit. And as you just heard the PA announcer say, the referees aren't going to let anything slide. But, that was obvious as the day is long or short now. So it's now going to be first and 40 yards for a first down.
And I can assure you, you don't really have anything in the playbook for.
No, but I give it to the young man that won 73 yards on 3 straight plays here.
No, 100%.
McNeil. And this is a little counter up the middle, and that'll pick up 5.
There's another flag on the ground.
No, that's a cone.
Oh, okay.
See the cone?
Yes, I do.
You scared me.
I'm not used to seeing a cone down for 8U.
Yeah, no, I get it. Second and about 34, 35. Well, no, there's the third back. I see him. Offset I, we'll call it. And there's that same play on the other side, and he tries to turn the corner, but he will not. That's just great pursuit over there by West Tampa's defense. It's number 15 on the stop for West Tampa, Jeremy Tompkins. And this is going to bring up third down, and I'm not exactly sure where Davenport is, but it's about that distance for a first down. So we get a timeout on the field with 21 seconds to go in the first quarter.
I don't know how big Davenport is. I do know it's over near the Tampa area.
Okay.
Got a friend that lives over in Davenport.
And I'm pretty sure West Tampa is in West Tampa.
I mean,
Captain Obvious.
With his partner in crime, Sergeant Sarcastic.
Sergeant Sarcastic. Good music, man. They're playing some good music. You know what I like? He's playing a good mix of new rap, but as a 53-year-old guy, I like that old school rap too. So he's throwing some of that in there. I know he ain't going to hit like with Ice Cube or nothing like that, but, one can hope.
Wait, no, it's not. It's near Disney area.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
okay.
okay.
There you go, Caleb. You shouldn't listen to Caleb for directions. I don't. And when he said that, I just assumed it would be on the opposite side of the state. So, third down and 36 here for Davenport. Turns, gives, nice cutback. He runs into his own guy, and he's ankle tackled. Nice play there by the defender again. That was Balloon on the stop. And I don't know why, it should be fourth down, and this should be fourth down. They missed a down. No, now they rolled the stick over. So this will be a punt. I mean, that should be the end of the quarter. It is. All right, that's the end of the first quarter. Caleb will fix the scoreboard, and we'll be back with the start of the second quarter here on Brevard Sports Network. Welcome back here. Let's take a look at what these young men are out here playing for. Check out this video here. This is the belt the winning teams receive. And look at this trophy. This trophy actually looks, there's the ring. That's a beautiful ring. And this trophy actually looks like the real Vince Lombardi trophy. Look at this thing. Absolutely gorgeous. It's these, unless these young men make it to the NFL one day and hoist one of those, that's about the closest they're going to get. But that's what they're playing for here today, as the punt now, and West Tampa will get their second possession of the day. Alan Slaughter-Zinski and Caleb Brown with you all day for the MFYC Super Bowl Sunday. As the West Tampa will have outstanding field position to start their second drive. In fact, it'll be on the Davenport side of the 50. It'll be just a yard on the side of the 50, but it is in plus territory at their 49. Check that. Davenport was on the wrong side, but they'll be a yard shy of having the ball in Davenport territory at their own 49. And for some reason, 16 seconds is clicked off the clock. Here we go. 8 minutes should be up there. It's not. Keep your eye on that, Caleb. See if that 16 seconds is going to matter. Quarterback with a wishbone, turns, gives, Davenport in the backfield, but it doesn't matter. He beats it with speed, big time. And I thought he was grabbed by his face mask. And we're going to have 2 flags on the play as the coach throws the tee down, and he is upset with his defensive player for grabbing that face mask. He grabbed it hard. We're going to get a hold and a face mask, I believe. Let's see what the penalties are here, as the white hat will tell us. So these will be offsetting. and we'll do it all over. So it'll be 1st and 10 again from the 49. Wishbone formation. Quarterback under center is number 7. And he trips. He stays on. Oh, nice stop. Good stick in there. That's the young man that scored on the touchdown that was called back. Number 18. Finally got close enough to see his number and give him his proper due. That is number 18. That's Carter Ballinger. And Ballinger shuts it down for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and 14 now for the Spartans offense. Quarterback gives. This is Jacoby D. He's following his blockers. Ball's out and recovered by Davenport. But we've got a flag that flies in from the back, Judge. Let's see what the call is. It's a hold. Let's see who it goes against. If it's against West Tampa, this should be a turnover. We got a flag over here, too.
Yeah.
We've got 2 more flags down. It's hard to keep up with all this laundry. I thought I only had that problem at home. There's so many flags on the field today. That's against. We got offset and penalties again. I think he mixed it up.
Yeah, he did.
I think we had a face mask on Davenport and a false start on West Tampa. So gonna have to go. I'm gonna send you down the street to buy a Tide stick today for all this laundry. There's another flag. This guy over here, man, this must just be one fluid motion. This is going to be against Davenport, though. They lined up all sides. And 6:02 to play. It's 6-0 West Tampa. So it'll now be, I don't know what it'll be.
It'll be something, folks.
I have no idea.
It'll be a miracle if Allen does not go insane because of all these flags.
Yeah, I mean, this is just nuts. I get you got to throw him. I mean, he lined up all sides. But so it'll be 3rd and 6 now. I would think that the way this defense is playing, to be on this side of the 50 would be 4-down territory. Or, I don't know, you may want to flip the field, even an 8U. A 40-yard punt puts them inside their own 10. Here we go. Actually, it's 2nd and 6. Godfrey under center, offset, 2 H-backs to his right, 1 back directly behind him. He trips over his center, gives, and there's another flag. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Davenport lined off upsides again. So that's going to be 2nd and 1.
I do have a question for the chat because I've been curious about it.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of the cone in that defensive backfield?
I believe that there is a point where the linebacker has to start from in the defense, and I don't think he can blitz until a certain period of time. I'm not sure.
Okay.
That would be my guess. I've seen it used in other leagues. But that I would assume that's where the defensive lines obviously doesn't care it's there because they're in front of it. Straight up the gut, no flag this time, and it'll be a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd for 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. 5:15 to play here in the second quarter. There you see the score at the top of the board, 6-0.
Someone said you're right.
Is that correct?
Okay, like I said, I was curious. Seeing it on the ground, it bugged me that I didn't know why it was there.
It was just, thank you very much. 2nd and 4. Godfrey hands off, scoots outside, cuts back in, knocks him over, still on his feet. He's gone. Actually good play by the DB there to come across. I tell you, that's just a great run right there. Good, hard run. That was a good touchdown-saving tackle, too. And we've got injured player down on the field. I believe it's the player that young man ran over. What a run.
Okay, that.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was there for the linebacker. Yep, okay, good. Appreciate everybody's help. And we are an interactive chat, by the way, so you don't have to chat when, we can talk anything. A lot of times these games get a little out of hand, and I need a friend.
What he's saying is when he gets annoyed with me and wants to throw me out the window, he needs someone else he can talk to.
That one you can get rid of.
Oh.
Not now.
Okay, got it.
6-0 is our score here. And following that great run, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line with 4:37 to play. After this game, it'll be the Space Coast Panthers and West Tampa Spartans the rest of the way today in 10U, 12U, and 14U. Coming up next, though, it'll be 14U. And that should be a Slavanaka.
By God.
Easy, Patrick. On the way out with her victorious son, the husband, Mr. Maurice Smith II, and Maurice Smith, who scored the final touchdown of the game today in the Space Coast Panthers 25-12 6U victory. West Tampa looking to make this a 2-score game here. Godfrey under center, and there's Davenport again offsides. 3rd time on the drive. This time they don't make any beans about it. And now they're going to change the play. I don't blame them. 1st and 5 now. They can pick up a first down. The ball's at the 10. They can get a first down at about the 4.5. Godfrey back in with the play. Godfrey with number 1 behind him. That's Jacoby D. And he gives to Jacoby. Jacoby stops on a dime, caught from behind. Oh, that young man had his leg rolled up on. I hope he's okay. And he gets up. The other young man does not. Now he does. So that's a good play by the Davenport defense there. Good pursuit on the backside tackle. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. When I say this, I'm not criticizing coaches. I'm not. But it's 2023. No longer should a quarterback have to come to the sidelines.
Yes. I mean, wristbands are a thing.
They are. 3 minutes to go. Oh, he bobbles it, still gives it off. Straight up the gut. Touchdown, West Tampa. Straight into the end zone, Jacoby D. And with 2:47 to play in the first half, West Tampa has opened up a 2-score lead. He bobbled the snap and then was able to corral it, and he pulled it right in and handed it off to Jacoby, and that is a West Tampa touchdown.
Great poise, great concentration to not let that play derail like it could have.
I think his last name is pronounced Desroches. Jacoby Desroches. Look how well, I'll show you after this play, but you might not get to see it. They might run out of the field. I was going to say, look how well coached this team is. The kickoff team is already lined up at the 50, ready to go on the field. That's pretty cool. So here we go with the conversion. Is that right, Vanessa? Desroches? All right. And this, Godfrey, he got there. Yes, indeed, he does. And with 2:47 to play, it's 13-0 West Tampa. We got let me guess, a flag. It's going to be against Davenport. Personal foul against Davenport. That'll be assessed on the kickoff because it's a personal foul. So now their field position. Show the young men down here. Well, actually, you're fixing the score, so that's all right.
I can now.
Okay.
I fixed it.
Look, see how they're lined up, ready to go.
Again, high schoolers.
Right.
How many times we line up to do the kickoff and you see 3 or 4 or 2 or 3 bodies come running on the field late?
Right, and the good news is that what they're going to find out here is that they're going to kick off from the 45 of Davenport because that's a 15-yard penalty. So they're going to kick this ball off on the side of the field of Davenport. So that's going to give the West Tampa defense an opportunity to pin their ears back and just go after the Patriots here. And the Patriots, who have had a plethora of offensive problems to start, will now have to take over outside of the one run, but it was called back on a – look, they are so disciplined that they're running out to kick off. Still, they don't know the penalties move the football up. They're like, wait, where's the ball? Yeah, now they know. That's funny.
Say, number 7 was the first one to.
Yeah, now he's the kicker. Quarterback's the kicker. Good athlete.
Hey guys, up there.
He's like, what happened? Why am I kicking off from here?
Well, what happened?
Well, yeah, right. Remember that one? 13-0 West Tampa on top. Davenport, not a lot of time here to get down the field. They need a big run. Hoping number 18 could deliver that for them again. What a run it was by Carter Ballinger. Oh, did they recover it?
They touched it before it went 10.
Did they? Okay. I like the thought process, though. I like that line of thinking, but it will be Davenport football. So the Patriots now have got to get something going here. They trail by 2 scores in this one.
I was going to mention it before it happened, but I'm like, as well as your defense is playing, you're kicking off from there.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I agree with the call. I really do. I think it's a good call. And the West Tampa fans are blowing those precious air horns I love so much. And here we go.
See, I can tolerate the air horn. The train horns are the ones that just drive me insane.
Yeah. Thank you, West Melbourne. All right, here we go. Quarterback is number 14 for Davenport. That's Damon McNeil. McNeil turns, sort of an offset eye, wishbone. And he's going to give it again, and this is exactly what we thought we would see. And this time, though, still trying to get him down. There's another flag. I believe the running back moved for Davenport a little too soon. Let's see what the white hat calls here. Yeah, he moved too soon. You know, I get it, they're 8, but you got to get set. You got to get set. And that is the, I think there's only been 1 or 2 penalties called against West Tampa today. The rest of them have gone. I mean, they had 5 penalties called against them in the first 9 plays of the game. Can't win a championship doing that. 2nd and 13, 2:19 to go. McNeil with now a straight wishbone formation. And I don't think they're not going to move. That time they did. He got them. I was like, they're not going to move. They haven't done it all game. And there they go, offsides. I jinxed them. That one's on me.
Gosh.
I know. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It'll make it 2nd and 7.
The announcer's jinx strikes again.
Usually that jinx happens with a kicker. He's never missed from here. And guess what? He's wide left. 2nd and 7. McNeil going to keep it himself. And he goes straight up the gut here. Picks up 3. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 4 maybe. Timeout with 93 seconds to play. West Tampa. And I think the thinking here is if we can stop them here on 3rd and 3, then we got a shot to get the ball back. And if we can run 1 or 2 plays, why not? Now you can.
Yeah.
Coming up at halftime, absolutely nothing. We'll be taking a 10-minute break. The view will be on the scoreboard. And we'll be back with the second half. 13-0 is your score here. All right, here we go. 3rd and 3. This is a big play here because if they don't make it, I would expect a timeout by West Tampa. One back, no backs in the backfield. 2 by 2 in terms of the receivers. 1 is in motion. The give. Oh, what a little stutter step. Another little stutter step, high steps that time. He's got the first down, and that's really what they needed there. That was just a good run there by Carter Ballinger. And so I wouldn't imagine we'll see any more timeouts unless it's Davenport that takes them. And they're going to go with a hurry up here, right in front of the camera. McNeil will take them right back to the line of scrimmage. I'd give the ball to Ballinger again, except I'd bring him on a jet sweep from this side and let him have that open field over there. And that's exactly what we might see here. Nope, because Ballinger's on the other side. McNeil turns to the lone back, and here comes Ballinger in motion. They fake it, and, yep, there you go. This could be trouble. To the sidelines. down to the 15, 20, 17-yard line. Good run there by Noble Francois. And the timeout is due to the chains moving. 42 seconds to go. Davenport's got to hurry here. They want to get in the end zone. Ball at the 18 is where he stepped out at. That's a good play call. I like that play call. A little counter to the open side of the field after a jet sweep fake, and now we get a Davenport timeout. I like that too, because you're down here. You haven't been here. You want to make sure that you get it right. That's good right there. That's a good angle. .3 seconds to play in the first half. Is that the only? No. We have that one too, right?
Yeah.
Got to plug up this iPad at halftime.
Okay.
But I can do that down there.
Si, senor.
Okay. We give a big shout out to the cheerleaders as well for all of the programs. The cheerleaders do a terrific job. The cheer coaches do a terrific job. And, I mean, it is why it is the, you always see the C at the end of these organizations, because these organizations wouldn't be what they are without them. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Nobody in the backfield. And we've got 2-by-2 set here, doubles. Not quite split equally now. The young man moves in. A 2-by-1 set. He's punched in like a tight end now. Good job by West Tampa not to jump. Long count here from McNeil. Not sure. Snap the ball, young man. Let's go. Now we get a motion. Turns, gives, and my goodness gracious, what a tackle that time. Great play. That was the safety that came up and made that stop. Number 17 came up.
So Jalen Bass.
What a play by him. 2nd down and 10. And that is the end of the first half. They didn't get a playoff. All right, that's halftime. We'll be back with the start of the second half in 10 minutes here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, welcome back here to Lakeland, Florida. Alan Z, Kella B with you here as we get set to start the third quarter. And thus far, the story of this one has been West Tampa. Their defense has played magnificently, and as a team, they simply just have not committed the penalties or mistakes that Bridgeport has, or Davenport, I should say, sorry. Davenport has, and thus lead it 13-0 to this point.
And so we were talking here at halftime
Yep.
about Davenport's offense, and I think I might have an explanation.
Well, and what we were discussing, if you're just joining us, is why are they going all the way down to the end of the play before snapping the ball? And your theory on this is?
So this Friday I did a game where there was a team who thought they could get a competitive advantage.
Halifax Academy
Yes, Halifax
against MCC, right?
Yes. And MCC has an explosive offense. And so in order to keep that explosive offense sitting on the sideline, they literally waited till the ref started counting down to 10 before snapping the football.
Yeah.
So I feel Davenport might be trying to use that strategy here.
Yeah, no, I understand. West Tampa's got a lot of speed, that they may be trying to counter by keeping that speed on the sidelines. But we'll see as we get set to kick off here. And Davenport will do that. And West Tampa will receive. The Spartans looking for their first Super Bowl today. The Space Coast Panthers captured the 6U game 25-12. And here we go. Nice little toe to leather there. And that ball all the way down, picked up, dropped, and finally picked up at about the 17. And still on his feet. Got to be careful there. And he has found an edge, and this could be trouble. And finally will step out. What a return, though, by Jacoby Desroches. And Desroches nearly broke that. But a saving tackle there for sure.
But there was a flag on the return.
Okay, so I missed the flag.
Right.
And it's going to be a push or block in the back. And that'll back them up. So Desroches return. Duly noted, forever saved, but doesn't count.
But that is a return that will look nice on a highlight.
Sure. If I was Desroches, I'd clip it, put it on my Twitter account, and say, what flag?
Say, look at this return, and watch how I finish this return.
Right.
Stiff arming a man out of bounds.
When you edit your own videos, you can do it. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the West Tampa offense here. And quarterback, Messiah Godfrey. Coming up next, it'll be 14U, and that is going to be a good football game.
Yes, it will.
That's Chance Beckford there. Or I'm sorry, not Chance. That's Cameron Oglesby on the carry.
I'd like to welcome Xavier X-Man Corbin.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I don't know what happened yesterday at Rockledge, so I don't know if we're going to see him.
Yep.
Right.
That is the one result I was able to find. The Rockledge seniors team will be seeing him up in Daytona.
Yeah, I'll bet. I can't wait.
Right?
That's going to be a fun weekend.
Hey, remember last time Corbin made the trip up to Daytona?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think he got jobbed. He got thrown out of the game.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, that ain't going to happen again. Man, he was tearing them up too. Corbin was tearing them up. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll explain it. We do not show injuries while players are down on the field, so we apologize. And I probably should have said there's an injury on the field, but he's up now and walking off on his own power. But, yeah, we don't speculate on injuries. We don't show them. I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn last night, so I'm not a doctor. So that's why we moved the camera. 7:29 to go here, and the West Tampa offense now comes back out onto the field. It'll be second. It should be 2nd and 5, not 1st and 5, 2nd and 5. Unless there was a penalty we missed, and that is a very good possibility. It appears we have missed a penalty because this is a dead-on 1st and 5, so if I'm going based off of what's happened the rest of the game, then I would say Davenport was offsides. Uh-oh. And that is the best defensive play. Guess what, Caleb?
Is there a flag?
There's a flag.
Let's go. I know what's going on. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
There we go. Let's see what the call is on this one.
We're having too much fun with that.
And it's against Davenport, so they had to be offsides again. That is the 5th time in the game they have been offsides prior to the snap. So it should be a first down.
I want to say
I don't understand why.
Because you don't go from where the play ended.
No, you don't go from where the play ended.
It's the original spot.
That's correct.
Okay.
So it's now 1st and 2.
It's a half the distance penalty, I guess.
Yeah. So this is something that you just don't generally see is 1st and 2, but that's what they've got. Off of 2 5-yard penalties, it's 2 yards to go for a first down. Timeout. And it's West Tampa this time that has not started fluently here in the second half, the third quarter. It is their offense that seems to have a bit of confusion, and Coach Darren Hayward takes a timeout to try to fix this. So we'll see what happens. Let's see what we got on the docket today on the NFL side of this equation. Anything worth having on in the background while we're broadcasting. So we got the Raiders at the Dolphins, which is blocked in our area. Thank you very much. NFL Sunday Ticket. Chicago at Detroit. Nope. Dallas at Carolina. Another blowout. Los Angeles at Green Bay. The Chargers. That should be a blowout. Steelers and the Browns. That might be the one. Especially since I'm from Baltimore and a Ravens fan. That game would be of some interest. Cardinals and the Texans. Nope. The Giants are terrible.
And Bala Short, we agree with you. If you're offsides, you're offsides. But it's just...
It's just 5 times.
Yes.
And I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, it's a ridiculous amount of times to be offsides in one football game. 1st and 2. Look at this hole. And he needed 2, and he picks up 10. Or close to it, and that'll be... And before I say that, let me look. Nope, no flags. West Tampa, first down. Picked up 9 officially, so it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 36. 5:50 to play here in the third quarter. Godfrey going to keep it himself. Godfrey with a hole, and it quickly closes. Nice play by the DB in there to make the stop, but not before Godfrey's going to pick up 5, and it'll be 2nd down and 5. And that play was made by the young man that's had a great game here, Carter Ballinger, come up and stuck him and dropped him, but again, not before Godfrey picks up 5, and 5 times 3 is 15, Caleb. So moving the ball, move those chains, move those chains, move those chains. Huh. 2nd and 5. I feel sorry for the poor wide receiver required to come way out here. That's Andre Gee, by the way. Just want to give him a shout out. And there's another just basically snap it and follow your center and guard play. And that's a gain of 7. They need 5, 1st down for the Spartans. And this is, I like it. I mean, you pick up a couple of 1st downs here. You drive down the field. You kill the clock. You win the game.
So personally, I would keep going to that only because if someone's not allowed to line up over the center, I mean.
Well, I know you know who Vince Lombardi is.
Yes.
He once said, run it until they stop it. And that's what they're doing here. And that time he just there's the one flag that should have been thrown. He grabbed him by his face mask, turned his neck around, and no flag on the play. But it will be stopped. Four minutes, no gain, 2nd and, well, actually a gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Juan, I don't mean to correct you on your stat, but currently the game record is 5.
What do you mean? 5 what?
5 plays without a yellow piece of laundry.
Oh, yeah.
He said 3 plays without going for a game record, and I just want to make sure his stat was correct.
Yeah, no, the record stat is 5, right. Yeah. yeah, right. That's pretty good. Here we go. That might be broken here if they don't snap the ball. Godfrey. Nobody knows what they're doing in the backfield. He's pointing. But they get set, and they get the play off. And, oh, what a stutter step move. What a play. Great run by Jacoby Desroches. And that's a gain of 7, 3rd and 2. Did you see Desroches stop on a dime and let the defender run right past him?
Oh, there you go, and here I go.
What?
No. I'm saying that's what he said. He said, you can go over there, miss me with that tackle while I go right up in the hole.
Yeah, I'm just going to let you fly by here. So, obviously, I believe this would be 4-down territory. They have run this. This is the opening possession of the 3rd quarter, and they've had the football for over 5 minutes, 2:27 to play. Yep, Desroches again. Look at this. Following blockers, Desroches will have a 1st down. Move those chains. That's what matters. Water break. We'll step aside because I need one too. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Caleb and I were just having a debate. Kind of let you in on it in the 4th quarter. Maybe because I don't want to spark controversy. 1st and 10 here for West Tampa. Turns, gives, another big hole. And another good run by Desroches, and they're right now on the back of Desroches, riding him down the field. That is a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd and 6. Why not? Godfrey's trying to, what Godfrey sees is, it's a 5-2 they're playing, 5-3. And I was going to say, and Godfrey's going to cut it back. He's got a beat. He does. Look at Godfrey go. Cuts back again. Touchdown! West Tampa on an outstanding run by quarterback Messiah Godfrey. What a play. And with 1:12 to go in the third, the Spartans up by 3 scores, 19-0.
Messiah Godfrey is an athlete we will be hearing about for a long time, youth, and we'll be hearing about him again in high school.
Mm-hmm.
He is a special talent.
Yes, he is. That was just a great run. Up the middle, stop, came all the way back around, and then beat one of the faster young men on this field to the outside in Carter Ballinger. And Messiah Godfrey shows he's just that with the football in his hand. And with 1:12 to go, it's 19-0. Get a different quarterback in there for the conversion. And, oh, my goodness, they didn't tackle him. And that time they do. That's a great ankle tackle there by Davenport. But the damage is done as we get set here to go to the fourth quarter in another 72 seconds. Got an injured Spartan down on the field. But with 1:12 to go, it's 19-0 West Tampa.
Well, the impressive thing for me about that run was like you said, it wasn't like he did a rolling stop in the hole. He ran, stopped, and then just turned around and changed direction. I mean, it was, like you said, stop on a dime, literally took a second to turn his body, and then took off at full speed.
When I was 8 years old, if I stopped like that, I'd have had to have my right leg amputated. I mean, these student athletes today, and that's what they are, student athletes, are doing things that are absolutely incredible. I always like it when guys my age, when we sit around maybe having an adult Pepsi, talking, and they tell me about how they were as like a youth football player. You got to look at them and go, stop lying. There ain't no way you could do that at playing 8, 9, 10, 12U.
Or when some guys say, back in my day we were better.
Yeah, no. I mean, maybe team-wise that you could find teams that were better.
Right.
But you
But the
no.
athlete.
Athletically speaking, no. No.
And to give this current generation credit, they have all those tools. They have the training facilities. They have, all these programs they can get into at an early age.
Let me tell you something. If you want to be a standout athlete today, there are still, student athletes out there that are gifted enough to not have to hit a training room. But they're rare and far fewer between than they used to be. You have got to grind today to stand out, especially with social media. And I give these student athletes credit to do it on a consistent basis, and Godfrey bangs this one. I'm not sure exactly why the whistle blew. Number 51, that ball hit off of number 51, and he was like, nah.
I'm good.
I ain't bending over and picking that up.
Pop.
He looked down at the ball like, how dare you hit me?
Trying to get me killed?
Right? Get away from me. Here we go. We'll do it again.
I thought maybe there was an offsides.
No, I don't know why they stopped play that time. I know they know where their flags are, so it had to be something else. Here we go. 1:12 to go. No T and no 10 yards. So Davenport will take over at the 49. Yeah, I'm looking down at the 14U team, and some of them guys look like grown men.
Bala Short is laughing at your comment of they would have to cut his leg off if he stopped on a dime.
I mean, they would. And I think we're, 109. Referee blows the whistle. So Davenport's got to get on the field here and say, let's go.
That's the ready for play. If I'm West Tampa, run the play.
Yeah, well, I mean, when they're on defense, that's a little hard to do. But I hear you. As the 14U, I am stoked for this 14U
I know.
game.
That's probably been the most talked about game.
I may step off in the fourth quarter. I'm starting to get a little hoarse. Mm-hmm. So I may step off here in the fourth quarter and let you handle the fourth quarter of this one. Because I got to save my voice. I got to be able to do it. And I know I'm scaring the hell out of people, too. When I'm going, touchdown! Probably spilling coffee and everything else. 1st and 10, the ball dead. Nose of the football, I should say. Dead on the 50, just below the bottom of the L here. As the Patriots take the field. And, I've seen teams score 3 touchdowns in 9 minutes, but they're going to have to do it here. One back in the backfield. Quarterback under center. And we're going to have a delay game. The record is tied at 5. Because, actually it ended on the kickoff because the ball didn't go 10 yards. That's a penalty.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, no, we definitely surpassed our record of 5 because on that touchdown drive there were no flags. So.
Yeah, there were. There were 2 of them right down here. Remember? That we couldn't figure out why they had 1st and 5, and then they threw another flag.
But after that we had a nice streak of.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. It's a jet sweep, and he's got speed, and it won't matter because that's just a good tackle right there. You're not going to believe who made the tackle. Messiah Godfrey.
I mean,
1st and 10, 2nd and 10, I should say, no gain. Godfrey coming from the safety position, which is where quarterbacks usually play. They're playing both sides of the ball, safety or DB. Unless you're Josiah Allen at Titusville, then you're a linebacker. That's a lateral. And can't push him, got to tackle him. And he gets outside, and he steps out of bounds here at the 38. That's a good play. Nicely executed, and it will pick up 8 yards. Got to be careful throwing that ball backwards like that. But they work it, and now it's 3rd and 2. Obviously 4-down territory because if you're Davenport, everything that you do from this point has got to be 4 downs. 7 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. That's all kinds of false starting, but no flag. And this young man's going to lose yards if he don't get around. He does. He's going to have the 1st down. And that was just speed to the outside and praying he reached the
line to gain.
Yeah, the line to gain. All right, Caleb, the 4th quarter is yours. I'll be back for the 14th. Oh, I came out.
No, you didn't.
Well, yeah, I can't hear me. What happened to me?
Oh, right here.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll be back for the 14U game. Caleb will take care of the fourth quarter here. We'll be right back here on Brevard Sports Network.
All right, we're back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Neal sends the man in motion. And what do you know? Flag stopped this play, and that's going to be I take a guess, a false start on Davenport. False start, back him up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15. From about. No.
That's a bigger penalty. That's a 15-yard penalty.
Okay. I didn't see. All right.
Yeah, that's a 15-yarder.
Yeah, no. So it's now 1st and 25.
What'd they call?
I thought I saw the false start sign. But McNeil back under center, sends a man in motion. Fakes the jet sweep, gives the handoff to the back.
That's the play they ran for their longest play of the game.
They were trying to run that play they ran for their longest play of the game. That was called back. However, whistles will stop this one. And I didn't see them call anything, nor did they move the ball back, so. Neal hands off and trying to get to the outside. Here goes Davenport picking up some yards. That's number 1 on the carry. That's Noble Francois. Francois picks up a nice little chunk of yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 12 or 13. Let's go 13. So 3rd and 13. It's going to bring up 3rd down. And West Tampa crowd still into it. Up 19-0. And there's Francois again. Francois has got some open room. He's got a 1st down and then some. And will get brought down somewhere near the 16-yard line. And Davenport looks like they're putting a bit of a drive together here as they are inside the American Air and Plumbing red zone. Brevard's go-to for AC and plumbing issues. McNeil hands off right up the middle, and Davenport to the outside. And he's knocked out of, he's in, touchdown, Davenport. trying to get the number. And they needed that. I believe that was number 1, Francois. So Francois leads Davenport down the field and puts it in the end zone. 19-6 pending the extra point. And flags will stop this one. Offsides on West Tampa. So that'll move it up another inch. .6:31 left to go in the fourth. Now look, crazy things have happened. Time's not on Davenport's side. They need some things to go their way, but never say never. Thanks, Peanut Gallery. And Davenport gets in. So it's 19-7. And the Patriots have given themselves some life. Thanks to Mr. Francois. And it's Noble Francois. Let me make sure I get that young man's full name. Because I'll tell you, he put the team on his back there in that moment. Again, off that jet sweep motion. But now if you're West Tampa, obviously you would like to score. But I think your big thing for here is tick-tock, run that clock. I'd like to remind everyone that these games will stay up on the Facebook page and on the YouTube page. Feel free to take whatever clips, highlights you want from the game. Feel free to use it. Use it for highlight tapes. Coming up next, 14U action. Braden Vincent set to kick off. And what do they do here? They're going to sky high kick it, returned by the Spartans. And what a hit. By number 15. Check that. Let's try 16. Number 18. But who else? Carter Ballinger. Ballinger delivered a hit now. 6:25 left to go here in the game. Davenport needs to force a turnover quickly. Got to force a fumble. Because if you're West Tampa, you're not throwing this football. And whistles. Timeout called by Davenport. I don't understand. You know, my partner Alan just looked over and said that's a bad timeout. I'll say I don't understand that one at all. The clock has already stopped. You know you're going to need the timeouts on, if not next offensive possession, the next following defensive possession. If things go your way, I don't see why you're taking one now. It makes no sense. I mean, especially with the clock was stopped. It didn't. No one said to run the clock before the play started. So I don't know. And hands it off to the first back through, and he will be dropped in the backfield. It's number 13 on the hit. So Carmelo Dupree with a nice hit there in the backfield, and will bring up second down and about 12. Loss of 2 on the play. Messiah Godfrey. And there is all sorts of movement. I'd like to welcome Alex Goins. And it will be a false start on the Spartans. Cocoa City Councilman Alex Goins. So after that penalty, it's going to bring up second and 17. Hands off to the back, and he fights for a couple yards. Might have gotten back the penalty yardage. It's going to bring up third down and about 11. Check that, they marked him back down at the 40. So third and 13. What do you call here? All sorts of switch ups here. And quarterback continues taking. That's Godfrey. And I'm shocked there wasn't a flag there, because I didn't see everyone get set. Oh, okay. Illegal shift on the Spartans. And yeah, as Alan kind of says, you decline that one. 4:13 or 4:17 left to, and they have declined this penalty. 4:17 left to go in the game. Davenport has gotta make something happen here. 4th and 9 here for the Spartans of West Tampa. Godfrey looking to the sideline to get a call from his coach. And that was a great job there by West Tampa to run the clock all the way down, take the timeout, and now they're going to punt the football away. There's currently 3:29. Am I reading? 27? All right.
Pretty smart of them to do that.
3:27 left to go in the game. What happened to my sound?
Oh, no. Did I kill it all?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we got it back, I think. All right, yeah, I tapped the mic and.
I didn't know you were plugged into that one. There you go.
All right, there we go. We're good. I was like, wait a minute. At first I could hear me. Now I can't. I understand why you did it. I understand why you did it. I just could have let me know. I could have muted, so I went. Yeah. Okay. All right, so Davenport takes over 1st and 10 from about the 27-yard line. Quarterback looks to pass, and it's nearly intercepted. Threw into triple coverage. Two defenders there collided with each other. As there's a down Spartan. Again, with there being a down Spartan, we turn the camera away. And now he's up and walking off under his own power. Just under 3 minutes left to go here in the game. So Davenport's got to score like now, but either this play or next play if they realistically want to have any sort of shot. Here we go. 2nd and 10 from the 27. There's the handoff on the jet sweep motion. And that was a nice run. I will say there's a block in the back there that wasn't called. Bollinger? Carter Bollinger on the run. And again, you got to see the urgency here. And again, this could also be a situation where that terrible timeout was taken could come back to bite you. 2:30 and counting. And a timeout now called by the Spartans. And I think coaches want to make sure everyone's reading the same book, on the same page, reading the same line. So there's no, and very well as Alan pointed out, maybe giving the team a breather here. 14 U's in the end zone getting ready. Space Coast Panthers and the West Tampa Spartans. Here's that 14U squad. Other 14U squad, yeah. Getting ready for 14U action. Yep. All right, here we go. So 1st and 10 from the 41 for Davenport. Sends the man in motion, fakes the handoff, and throws it up looking for a receiver. He had him by half a yard, however, overthrows the intended receiver. Believe that was number 32, Elijah Kelly, was the intended receiver. .220 left to go in the game. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line. Fakes the jet sweep, and that back has nowhere to go, and I believe that was Noble Francois who just gets wrapped up. And timeout being taken by Davenport, now stopping the clock with 2:09 left to go on the clock. And could be a form of just a little too little, too late. Again, you think if they score that touchdown earlier in the game, you might have had some more hope if you're Davenport, but just they scored with 6.5 left to go in the game, and it's almost as if they put everything they had back into that drive. Again, they did have a 73-yard touchdown call back to start the game. So fakes the jet sweep, gives it back to Francois. Francois gets hit in the backfield. Francois just might get back to the line of scrimmage. He is about a yard short. It's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and 10 for the game. So here we go. It's now going to be 4th and 9. 4th and 9 for the game. Drops back to pass. He's got a man streaking down the sideline, and what a sack! A game-sealing sack. I believe that's number 58. He's got his number 50. Jashawn Jones Jr. He beat his defender to the outside, came in and jumped right on the quarterback's back. It's the Jones Jr. Express. And that's the game, folks. All they got to do is 1:12 left, take 2 knees, and that's done. Credit to Davenport for trying to mount a comeback. But the West Tampa Spartans now 1 for 2 on the day. And this is what they will be hoisting. as a timeout's being taken by Davenport. West Tampa Spartans will be hoisting that trophy right there, along with that great piece of jewelry. Yeah, the trophy, and I believe the winning team gets the yeah, and in that is included the big chain along, yeah. Alan made the graphic, and he's trying to tell me what's on the graphic. I'm like, buddy, I know what I see on the screen. I know I'm wrong a lot, but, you know. So here we go, 2 kneel downs, and that'll make it official. Coming up next in 14U action, Allen will be back. You're right. As long as the head coach is not Mario Cristobal, this one is done. Coming up 14U action, the Space Coast Panthers and the West Tampa Spartans. Those are going to be your teams for the rest of the day. 14U, 10U, and finishing off with 12U. And the West Tampa crowd roars. And I'm going to show a little bit of this celebration with these kids. These kids deserved it. These kids, they came disciplined. They came executed well and did what they needed to do. And amidst the flag-happy crew, accrued the least amount of penalties. I believe like single digits, one hand you can count their penalties. Again, congratulations to congratulations to both teams for making it to this point. Look, you make it to the championship game. But, yes, the guys that make the least amount of mistakes will be the ones hoisting that trophy. And I'll go ahead and put that graphic up one more time. Congratulations to the West Tampa Spartans. We're going to go ahead and end the broadcast because we're got to get ready and set up for 14U. Space Coast Panthers and the West Tampa Spartans. See you in about, 5-10 minutes for 14U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network.